This is awesome. Oh my gosh, yes. Show us your boobs.
You first. Your boobs. That seems like this is gonna be a rowdy one.
I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna like it because we're filming this, so I put on pasties, so you know.
Wearing pasties.
Free the nip! Free the nip!
Listen, you're welcome. Happy International Women's Day.
We're just not used to the cold weather, okay? Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys are drinking, don't drive. You can just hang your keys on my nipples, okay? Man, we came in here. I swear I had a dick before I got to Minnesota. I swear I did. It's all shriveled up now. It looks like one of those push-to-start buttons on a car. That's what. Gotta warm it up a little bit.
I will say, driving through the Midwest is fun. It's very interesting, very beautiful and scenic, you know? It's like, you're driving through it. It's like, oh my God, it's like a barn and then a field. And then a church and then a field. And then a meth lab and then a field. It's just so beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, we're all single right now. I don't know if anybody is dating any singles.
Booby girl over there. Girls who wanted to see my boobs? Come on. Any single ladies in the house? That's statistically impossible. Come on. Any single bros in the house? Yeah. Also statistically impossible. Come on, guys. How many people wish they were single? No, I'm kidding.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I feel like dating as triplets is interesting, you know, because like I feel like if you're gonna be interested in one of us, you're probably gonna be interested in all three of us, right? We'll get back to you. It's like buying something on Amazon, you know. If you like me, I also recommend these two, you know.
It's like your own little version of the Bachelorettes. This is Amazon out of its prime. That's just... I don't even know what to say to that. I'm fine. I have a lot of confidence in myself.
That's what those pasties do. They give you confidence. That's what the pasties do. No, triplets is cool, but I feel like we just can't like approach a group of women together. Like it just looks weird. Like if the three of us go and approach a woman, it looks like the March of the Penguins. Just hey! Over there, hey!
Not at all cool, okay?
It's a lot coming at you at one time.
Yeah.
You know?
Three girls approaching one guy, that's pretty dope, man. That guy's a player, that's super dope. Three guys approaching one girl, that's an Amber Alert. That's how you get on a list.
Circling back to you.
Yes, you with the hand.
Do you have opinions about us? Is that what you said?
Hi.
Yeah, hello.
I can smell the beer on your breath from here. What's up?
Well, when we said you would be interested in one of us, you might be what?
Vodka.
Great,
yes.
That's good. Tell your sponsor that when you go to AA.
Why did you woo so loud?
Did you have an opinion about one of the three of us?
Because your arms are amazing.
Oh, thank you
so much.
All of them together.
Wow.
She's ready if anybody wants to take her home now. That's It's funny. It's funny you like our arms because we all just look like big thumbs.
Yeah. Thank you. You should try it, man. You should try it. Sorry, that got mean. Thank you for acknowledging our arms. I feel like when we go to the gym, the only people that compliment our arms are other guys. So it's nice to hear a woman compliment.
And those other guys are just us feeling each other's arms.
Yeah.
That's it. We're getting so small. It's a tricep right there. It looks like a horseshoe.
A muscle circle we make. No. I do feel like that we do have different faces, though. I feel like we each give off a different vibe. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a relationship face.
I've got a marriage face. I've got to sit on my face as a... It goes into sport mode, too.
They call his face the bidet, if you will.
We're 30 and single, man. Honestly, I feel like 30 is the perfect age to date because you can date the entire spectrum of women, right? You can date younger, you can date older. Like, I can date girls from 18 all the way up to 19.
You're gonna
Hide your daughters from this guy, okay?
I get it. I'm terrified to date a girl my age. I'm on the dating apps right now. I see the girls my age, and they're all like, I want a long-term relationship or a life partner. And I'm like, I'm still looking for a beer pong partner. Like,
Well, I feel like dating now, like a lot of the women are looking for like unrealistic things. Like we're in Los Angeles, right? So every girl out there is like, I'm looking for 6 feet, 6 inches, 6 figures. I'm like, I got none of those.
he's got none of those. He's got at least one.
We're triplets.
Combined, we have 6 feet.
I don't know if you guys experience it out here. In Los Angeles, though, we're on the dating apps, and a lot of girls now, there's a prompt on Hinge that says, green flags I look for, and it's guys who go to therapy. So I've been lying about going to therapy. I just go on a date, and I'm like, oh my God, what's your therapist tell you to work on? And I'm just like, my therapist is telling me to find inner course. I need to find inner course. That's, can you help me with that?
I can see why you're single.
Yeah, we are.
They're on the apps. I'm over the apps. I'm done. I don't want any drama. I'm just throwing in the towel. Like, for me right now, I'm looking for a sugar mama. I'm looking to get on a will, you know. If there's any cougars looking for a little stubby cubby, I'm your guy. All right? Like my dating range right now, like I will date from AARP to RIP.
I think you might have some suitors.
I got the fastest tongue in the West. I can pop out 2 dentures at once.
Watch your walkers when you leave, okay? That is, the tennis balls get Sean going. It's really weird.
I don't think you should do that motion again. I think that might be misconstrued.
You like pasty? No. All I'm saying is, if she's got a diaper, I'm gonna pipe her.
Oh my God, Sean.
Oh, that's a big one.
We just got canceled for that one. All right. Thank you. She's kind of a hype woman, but heckling at the same time. I don't know how to feel about it.
I know how to feel. Shut up.
No.
Too young.
Oh, God. Fun stuff. We're single. A lot of our friends are married, and they're having new babies. They're having kids right now. A lot of them are new parents, which I don't know if you've ever been around new parents, but all they do is complain. Every one of my friends I talk to, they're just like, oh my God, I can't sleep at night.
Oh my God, the baby won't stop crying. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm the father.
We got raised in like an old school Italian household, okay? So a lot of our friends are like these new age parents, and they're using all the new age parenting techniques. You know, they're like, I'm not your father, I'm your friend.
I'm not gonna tell you you're a bad boy, okay? Alexa, tell him he's a bad boy. Now playing bad boy.
We have a couple buddies now that are new parents, and they put their kids on a leash, man. I saw my one buddy at a supermarket. His kid was on a leash, and I went up to him like, oh my God, is that a rescue? What is that?
He's just like, nah, dude, that was a mistake. Ugh. We could say that. We're mistakes. We're triplets.
Technically, 2 of us are mistakes. That's very true.
According to my dad, though, all 3 of us were mistakes. That is straight from my dad.
I feel like putting your kid on a leash, it's an only child problem. You know, I feel like parents, if you have more than one kid and that kid runs off, you're like, all right, he'll find his way home. It's fine.
Like, my parents were never gonna put us on a leash. Can you imagine triplets on a leash? We would turn into a pack of mush dogs real fast, just roaming through Costco. My dad is an old school Italian construction worker, okay? We had all the old school punishments. We got the soap in the mouth, we got standards, we got hit with the belt. Which, if you say you got hit with a belt in Los Angeles, they look at you like you've been killed or something. They're just like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what are you?
We need to start a GoFundMe for him. Someone get him a kombucha fast. Like, but it was just tough love. I feel like getting the belt, it was tough love, especially in a household of all boys, right? I feel like the belt was good for us. Like, it weeded out the weakness, right? Like, no one who's ever gotten the belt has been a vegan. You know, it just beat those man buns off your head.
No peanut allergies. We can eat any nut that we want, okay? I promise.
You might want to rephrase that.
Just nut. Honestly, we're very lucky, man. My parents are wonderful people. We got very spoiled. And I can't take my friends' complaints seriously because my mom had 4 boys in 15 months. Yeah. Saints.
Yep.
Yes.
4 boys in 15 months.
I feel like if you 4 of anything in that amount of, if we had 4 hamsters, I'd be like, God damn, that's a lot of hamsters. Like,
I gotta get that thing 4 balls, 4 wheels, 4 of those like, the little water dispenser thingies.
There we go.
There's no good way to do that.
Finish the sentence first and then do the actor. That's
The water dispenser.
4 boys in 15 months. The Mormons are super jealous of those numbers. That's an entire neighborhood watch to them. That is.
They're just riding around, spreading the word of Joseph Smith on one quad bicycle.
To be clear, we have an older brother, not a younger brother. You don't have triplets and go, honey, let's try that again. Like, you're done.
You retire.
Yeah. My mom had a C-section so that she could save her V-section.
It was very much a grab and go situation.
Just came out like a barrel of monkeys is what they would describe it as. It was a lot.
Shotgun birth.
To be weird, I think that's just our family's MO. Like, we just have crazy births in our family. Like, we're triplets, our cousins are twins, and then their younger brother just had twins. Like, we must have had like some radioactive spill in our town where we just have like mutant sperm that...
If you guys ever go to Simi Valley, don't drink the water, okay? You're gonna get Siamese swimmers out of that thing.
Yeah, we you know what the crazy thing? We're identical. Like, we're not even the weirdest birth in our family. Like, we are identical triplets, and my aunt just had a baby. She had one of those test tube babies, the Build-A-Baby,
The one with the beaker and the baster, you know that one?
Yeah. I don't know. In vitro's a term. She had an in vitro birth. My aunt had an in vitro baby at 47 years old.
Yeah, she put the life in midlife crisis, okay? Yeah, that was...
And to be clear, the baby's perfectly healthy. It's a beautiful child. And we're not doctors, but I feel like there's other things you can be doing at 47. Yeah, joining a pickleball league. That...
Maybe looking into Activia or a probiotic.
You should be taking baby aspirins, not having a baby at 47.
I feel like 47 is the perfect time to have a baby because you have your entire life behind you. That's the best time.
Too close to home.
It is good. It is good though, because right when they're getting out of diapers, you're getting into them. You know? I probably shouldn't have said that one.
No,
A lot of new parents, they like to go out in the woods and like take those big pregnancy photos when they have a baby. Have you seen those? You know, it's just like, it'll just be like, Brexley's in the oven.
Zane is on the way.
Countdown to Maddox.
That's all that's on our social media feed right now. And look, my mom she took one pregnancy photo, okay? She did not do an entire photo shoot. She took one pregnancy photo for scientific research, okay? That was the only reason she took that pregnancy photo.
Well, my mom is just this short, 5-foot, 100-pound woman, and when she was pregnant with us, she gained 100 pounds. And she showed us that picture one time, and it is wild.
She looked like a snake that ate an entire deer.
Say, you can definitely see the regret in her eyes, like.
Poor woman. My mom looked like she was giving birth to another woman that was giving birth. Like, it was...
And my dad's just in the back, just like, yeah, I did that. What?
Little did he know he had to pay for that later. Everybody gives us crap because everybody's like, oh, multiples are weird and creepy, and it's like, yeah, I kind of get that, if you're dressing the same, and their name's like, hi, I'm Harry, I'm Larry. It's like, okay, that's creepy, But for us, we've kind of warped over time. It's just like, 3 white guys, not that crazy, We know what we look like. We look like a Joe Rogan tribute band. Podcasts all day, rock all night, let's go! Did you guys get your athletic greens? Did you get them? Yeah. Have you tried Alpha Brain? You should try Alpha Brain right now. Everybody thinks multiples are weird. I think only children are weird. Yes. Every only child is a little strange. They're just a little bit off. Because they never had siblings growing up to tell them that what they're doing is stupid.
Yeah. No, it's very true. I looked it up. I looked this up. 95% of serial killers are only children. Now, I made that up, but you guys kind of believed it, okay? That was... Hell yeah. Yeah. My parents are good people. We're very lucky that we have good parents.
My dad wanted us to take over the family construction business. He was really hoping that we would be like the shittiest version of the Property Brothers. Like, coming up next, it's the Fliplets, and it's just us, I'm the landscaper. I do construction. And I design. No, that together, we're a bunch of tools.
I don't know if you know this about construction, but it's hard. It is not fun work, especially when you work for the family business. Like, my dad was our boss, so that is just way too much power for one man to have, okay? He can make you homeless, jobless, and an orphan real fast.
And we're just we were different generations, He's old school, and we're, millennials. It's like growing up, my dad would kind of brag. It's like, when I was 27, I built my own house. When we were 27, we still lived in that house. Stay-at-home sons, what's up, Carl? I just feel like, has anybody worked for the family business in here? Anybody work for the family business?
Yeah?
A couple people? What do they do?
You raised your hand. What was the family What's it? Monument Company.
You guys build statues.
Oh, gravestones.
Okay.
Oh. You look like you're about to make one for us right now. That is... Heating and air conditioning. HVAC.
HVAC. There you go.
That was from the way back up. Raise your hand, sir.
He's in the vents, Alex. He's working.
I don't know if you know this, Alex. The lights are off. That's... Hello up there. Yeah. Is it hot or cold? That's a tough job.
Do you prefer the hot or the cold? You like the cold.
Mitch, they live in Minnesota. Put it together, dude.
Who else raised their hand? Someone. What was it? Sells cars.
Used cars or new cars? Both. Oh, okay. All right.
Is your dad a tough boss?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That was a very PC answer to save his ass. That was.
He's sitting right next to me.
I don't know.
I feel like he would be the worst to negotiate with. Like, I tried asking my dad for a raise one time. That's one thing about a family business. If you ask for a raise, you're never gonna get one. Dude, as soon as I asked my dad for a raise, he just turned into like TurboTax and started calculating all the money that I owed him for 18 years. He was like, okay, I know you want a $3 raise, but you live here rent-free, I pay your cell phone bill, I pay for your car, so $3 raise will get you kicked out of the house. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll just file bankruptcy, thank you.
You ever get a raise and lose money? That's
Yeah, I feel like we just weren't meant to do construction. Mainly because we're lazy. And I'm mainly talking about myself. I remember the specific day I was like, I'm done doing construction. So every day on the construction site, lunch was at 10:30. So at 10 o'clock, what I would do is I would go hide in the porta potty and then just try to have like an extended break, just kind of poop my way into lunch, as I'm sure many of you do as well.
We knew he was doing it. He was just useless on the job site.
And I remember it was the worst day ever. I was in there and I dropped my phone into the porta potty.
Disgusting. Yes.
Which, I don't know if y'all have ever been in a porta potty. It's a phone booth with a shit aquarium at the bottom. That's what a...
Ah, yes, that one is a brown trout.
Yes.
There's another one.
Now, I know most... I mean, my dad had just got me the phone. It was the first iPhone that came out. So I know most of you probably would not have gone in and grabbed the phone.
Yeah. Yep.
I
know where it's
did.
going.
So I ran...
He comes out of that porta potty with his arm blue. It looked like he was turning into an avatar.
It looked like he had murdered a Smurf. I don't know what.
But I looked online, I'm like, okay, how do you save it? Because these weren't like waterproof phones at the time. So I put it in a bowl of rice and like it ended up soaking all of the water out, and I sold it back to the Verizon store. I got a new phone. And I feel really bad about this, but somewhere out there, there is a scratch and sniff iPhone that I am terribly sorry for. Gives a whole new meaning to booty call. That's... Yeah. Like, we grew up in an all-boy household, so, you know, we're used to gross things like dropping your phone in a porta potty. That was our thing. Did anybody have rules in their household growing up? Did you guys have any rules?
Hold on. Repeat that one more time? Don't pee on the electric fence on the farm.
Now, did your father tell you this, or you learned the hard way?
Father
there
learned
you
the
go.
hard way.
At least he passed it down from you. One of us would have been like, dude, you should try it. Go ahead.
I bet he was wishing he had one of those push to starts right now. I bet.
I heard you had to go to church every Sunday. Was that correct? I heard somebody over here. Every Sunday. That's how it was for us. Every Sunday.
Our mom did that with us. My mom's just like a nice Catholic lady. And bringing 4 boys to church is the closest thing I've seen to self-harm. Like, that's... I don't know why you would do it.
Especially Catholic church. Like, for Catholic, like, they're like, oh, hey, you know, if you go into confession, you can get forgiveness at any time. Us as kids were like, oh, cool, so we can just be assholes and then ask for forgiveness at any time. Perfect. So there was one day when we were 7, I like ran ahead of everybody. And for people that don't know, in Catholic churches, when you go in, they have a bowl of holy water. You dip your fingers in, you do the sign of the cross. So what I did is I waited for my brothers to come in, and then I just got the whole bowl and I splashed it all over my brothers. And my mom comes up, she's like, why did you do that? And I'm like, Mom, I'm saving them. They're blessed.
God spoke to me, Mom.
I remember it was when it's quiet, what we would all do is we would try and make each other laugh. We would try and break the silence, either a fart or just doing something, okay? So for about a month straight, I would just sit there and lick the pews, just... We had to take him to the doctors for a while. We didn't know what was wrong with him. Mentally or physically? Both. Yeah, it was...
They put him into different classes shortly after that.
One of our life lessons growing up was we learned that if you can make someone laugh, you can get out of trouble. That's what we did our entire childhood. Like, if you can make someone laugh, you can get out of trouble. That's what we followed. I'll never forget. I remember I got in an argument with my dad one time, and it was about my mom, and I slammed the door, which is a big no-no in our house. I'm sure you guys have the same thing. No slamming the doors. So my dad comes in and he's like, why did you do that? He's got the belt ready in hand. And I'm like, Mom's just on her period. And my dad just started laughing hysterically. And he's like, I'm like, did you just laugh at that? He's like, don't you tell your mom. And then he just walked out of that.
That was always such an empty threat. My dad would always be like, if you slam that door again, I'm going to take that door off the hinges. I'm like, all right, Dad, I'll just whack off in the bathroom. Like... Hey, I'll make eye contact too with you. I don't care. I'll do it.
My dad just turned 65, and he just does not understand any technology.
He's a boomer. He's a boomer. We're trying to teach him.
100% boomer.
You know, like my dad is so old that he still goes inside the bank.
And some of you aren't laughing at that because you still go inside the bank.
else am I gonna get my deposit slips?
I think I have to fax a check today.
The only reason to still go inside a bank now is to rob it. That's it.
I have tried so hard to get my parents to use the Wells Fargo app. I'm like, Mom, please just use the app. You can deposit a check on there. You can do everything on there. And she's like, I don't know. I don't think it's safe. And I'm like, Mom, neither was smoking for 20 years, but you did that anyways. Now sell me some money.
My mom came from she raised all boys. So she was just it was her and just a house of just 5 short Italian dudes. And it's her adult life. But when she was growing up, she had 6 sisters growing up. So she went from like all girl energy to all boy energy, right?
No balance.
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love to farts, Game Boys, and
Fantasy football.
Yeah.
All my mom's sisters, like, you know, they actually grew up and lived the American dream. They married rich and then divorced.
The American dream.
They did it.
They did it. They're just crazy rich Karens.
Yeah. I feel like with old white women just have too much time on their hands, they pick up weird hobbies. Like my one aunt, she's a jewel crafter. One of them makes potions. And together they conquer the world of Warcraft. That's...
I know one of these days I'm going to get a call from my aunt that makes those home remedies and just be like, I need a couple hairs from the butthole of a triplet.
Like, of course, the old butthole triplet potion. Yes, how could you...
Yes.
It
That
cures-
one makes you fall in love.
We all share a apartment together. We live in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, triplet apartment together. See, I know why they're you know, you're laughing
I
at
know why
this.
they're laughing too.
Triplets face many of stereotypes, and one of the stereotypes we face is that everybody thinks we sleep in a bunk bed together.
It's just us like, good night, Alex.
Good night, Sean.
Good night, Mitchell.
We don't do that, just to clarify, we do
We
not
have
do that.
3 bedrooms, okay? We each have our own room. We do not sleep in a bunk bed together.
But if we did sleep in bunk beds, we could easily like sell that as a show to TLC. Like roommates to roommates, you know, that'd be kind of cute. Like, it'd be...
I like to call it hunks in a bunk.
1,000-pound sisters, hunks in a bunk. We're just all doing pull-ups and then we swing underneath and go to bed.
It is weird growing up as triplets, like, because we were same exact DNA, same exact upbringing. We are like carbon copies of each other, right?
So if you lose in something, you're the worst at it. That's just our entire childhood. That's why we're super, super competitive about everything we do. Like, obviously, we still all work out together. You know, we all still try to work out and stay in shape. Well, me and Sean work out. We do the big weights. Mitchell does more of like the housewife workouts, you know, but he'll do like the booty bands and stuff like that.
He does like the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
I've been doing calisthenics, all right? I'm trying to be more flexible, okay?
Dude, Mitchell, if you ever go to the gym, Mitchell does the vagina machine. You know what machine I'm talking about?
This machine right here, you know what I'm talking about? This one, the Sunday morning, Friday night, water, tequila,
Church, OnlyFans.
I'm trying to build a strong pelvic floor, okay? Don't bother me.
And by the way, they always just put that machine in the worst spot possible. They just prop it up right in front of the men's locker room, just like, okay, let's go.
For the older audience, it's the Sharon Stone machine. That is a... We appeal to all ages in the crowd.
But we do compete over everything. We actually, right now, we have a competition to see who's going to die first. It's bound to happen.
And we know Mitchell's for sure going to die first. He is
they
for
think
sure.
That pelvic floor ain't going to save you.
His name is Mitch the Bitch. Like, let's be honest. It is
Mitch the Bitch.
That's just an unfortunate name, okay?
He earned that nickname, though. Growing up, Mitchell had a diary.
I had a journal.
No.
It was a journal
No.
to write thoughts in.
We knew it was a diary because we read it. And in that diary, every entry started with Dear Diary. Exactly, yeah.
I don't like how everybody joined in on that, all right? That was a confusing time in my life.
We knew it was a diary because he hid it right under his tampons. That's where he... When you grow up with 4 boys in one household, there's a lot of growing pains. You just learn a lot of things, dumb ways, hard ways. It's just, that's how it is.
Well, we were the first generation to grow up, first generation of teenagers to grow up with the internet, right? So mistakes were going to be made in our house.
Yep. And I made that first mistake because I got catfished. By my brothers.
Thank you. The best prank we ever pulled.
The best one. And I know what you're thinking, man, that must have been hard. Wasn't hard at all. Nope. This was MySpace, okay? So we made a profile, didn't have a picture, didn't have a top 8, it had nothing on the profile. We were like, we put a picture of Jessica Alba in there, and we're like, we just sent him a message that said, hey cutie, how you doing?
And 15-year-old Sean thought, this hot girl likes me? What? We catfished Sean for over a year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And listen, I don't know if you've ever been in an online cyber relationship with your brother.
It's exhausting.
It was so exhausting. We didn't want this to go on for a year, but Sean is a clinger, okay?
We would find ways to stop talking to him. At one point, we're like, hey, I'm in a coma, so don't message me. He responds back, you want me to fly up there and visit?
I will fight for relationships, damn it.
It was like our own mini version of like a telenovela. So we're like, all right, dude, if Sean's gonna like be this involved, we're like, we're gonna get invested as well. So we invited our entire football team to start friending the profile. We built this bad boy up to 200 friends, okay? This turned into a legit operation. So after football games, we would invite everybody over to the house and we would do reads of our messages. And we would have it so Sean, we would send a message beforehand, and at some point in the night, Sean would always like sneak out to the room, really like, you know, like he was doing something. I had to go to the bathroom. So we would sneak out and he would message us back. We would read the messages and respond back, and then he'd just keep leaving the room.
One day, it was after our last football game of the year, Sean had a great game. He had like 12 tackles, which for a 5'5" guy is very impressive.
I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling myself. So I snuck away one of the nights, and I'll never forget this. I was feeling good, so I took a shirtless picture. I sent it. As soon as I hit send, I just hear a roar of laughter from the other room. And me being like, oh man, what'd I miss? I go in, they're all on the floor laughing, and I look, and I see just me flexing at myself. And I'll be honest, to this day, still the longest relationship I've ever been in is with my brother, so.
Yeah, dude, we're still learning a lot of things, man. There's a reason we're all single right now. There's a reason we're 30 and single. Like a lot of our friends, they're getting married right now, and none of them are inviting us to be in the bridal party, but everybody's inviting us to be in the bachelor party. That is where we deserve to be.
That's the sweet spot right there. Absolutely.
You don't have to pay for a tuxedo. You don't have to do anything else. No responsibility. You just get to have fun.
Well, we're like the last of the single friends with all of our married friends, right? So we're always expecting like a rager of a bachelor party, you know? All right, you guys, where are we going? We're going somewhere cool. We're going to like Tijuana, Vegas, St. Cloud, you know, like somewhere exciting, you know?
Nope. Our last friend invited us to a cabin in the woods.
Yeah. In Minnesota, that's a fun time, but...
How is that different? That's just called home for you guys. What do you...
Cabin in the woods, that sounds like a church retreat. It doesn't sound...
12 sweaty white guys in a cabin in the woods, that's what you want? You want a sausage fest?
Ooh, a cabin, we're going bird watching with Pop-Pop, like that.
Every bachelor party Airbnb is the exact same. You know, on the Airbnb listing, it'll say 3 bedrooms, sleep 16, right?
Never does. Yeah. The first 2 bedrooms are normal bedrooms, like a king and a queen. And then that 3rd bedroom is just a converted garage with 7 bunk beds to the ceiling. And of course, we have to sleep in those bunk beds.
Naturally. I always go hard when I party. Like, that's just what it is. So when we were at this bachelor party, I just got drunk the entire time because nobody else was. And I had Screwball. Have y'all had Screwball before? Yes.
Yeah.
First time having Screwball. If anybody doesn't know what Screwball is, it's a peanut butter whiskey, which is an interesting drink. You know, it's like, yeah, I want the toughest drink known to man. But I also like Skippy. You know, like it's just...
I want to get drunk and have an Uncrustable. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
It wasn't a fun drunk, right? It got to the point where you ever get so hungover that you hear somebody puke and you're like, man, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of drunks you guys are. You guys seem like drunk drivers.
Wow.
Well, again, be safe. Hang in.
I'm the...
We got limos.
Oh.
Is that just a tractor with something pulling it? Like, we combined a tractor and a snowblower. Let's go, boys. Hop on.
Now, I'm not a horny drunk. I'm not a fighter. I'm a pisser when I drink. That's...
Yeah.
Thank you, fellow bedwetter.
Mitchell has been known to tinkle on a couple Tempur-Pedics, okay?
Bro, I've made enough. I pissed on enough mattresses now to make R. Kelly jealous. At this point, it's...
Put your pee in ignition.
All right.
Mitchell got so drunk on this last bachelor party, we had to throw him into his bunk bed.
They threw me on the top bunk bed as a drunk guy. Terrible idea.
Well, I didn't think anything about it. I just passed out in the bunk underneath him, and I wake up, and I'm just like, is that peanut butter? What is... Sure enough, I'm getting water tortured by my brother up there.
Bachelor parties always seem like they're gonna go crazy and be like super exciting and wild, but I don't think they are. I think bachelorette parties, they go wild, okay? Because bachelorette parties, they plan everything out. If you had a bachelor party, hey, what are you guys doing? Every guy goes, I don't know, we're getting drunk, making burgers. That's about it.
If you ask a girl what they're doing for a bachelorette party, they have an Excel spreadsheet. They have a full itinerary. Okay, girls, we're landing in Nashville at 10. Bottomless mimosas at 11. We're getting to the Airbnb at 3, okay? Then we're making charcuterie boards at 4, all right? Having ourselves a little Havarti party. 7:30 comes, we're getting ready to go out. We're taking Instagram photos for the gram. 9 o'clock comes, we are on Broadway Street, girls. We're a little flirty, we're a little dirty.
Yes!
Every bachelorette party now has uniforms. I don't know if you've seen them. And every uniform they have is like dick themed. It's all like dick whistles and dick hats and dick straws.
I feel like if a bunch of guys walk around in vagina hats, it doesn't scream weekend of my life, you know? It looks like you're about to protest the wage gap, you know? Like,
all right, boys, come here. Put your coochie caps on. Let's go. Futures female on 3. 1, 2, 3, female.
Every bachelorette party has those like sashes. They all have like the big sashes they wear around Vegas. Woo, Brittany, wear your sash.
Oh my God, it says fiance, but it's spelled like Beyonce.
Bride tribe.
He bent the knee. If we're in a bachelor party and my brother's got me a sash that says this cock's on lock, we're not going out. One clit, that's it.
Same vagina forever. It's good. My parents still want to do family vacations. Like, they still are trying to get us to go on family vacations as adults is not as fun. We went to Lake Havasu, Arizona. Has anybody ever been there?
Yes.
Lake
Those that don't know.
Havasu, if you've never been to Lake Havasu, it is an absolute, it's a little trashy, it's a party town, but it's a great time. Their town model is have a sue, have a screw, have a brew, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect for a family vacation.
Hell yeah! Yeah, bruh, hang loose.
If you guys have ever been to Arizona, it's like a retirement community on meth. It's just the people have been just sitting in the sun for too long. They've been like tanning and chain smoking for 50 straight years.
They look like used tobacco pouches.
Just imagine rotisserie chickens wearing turquoise, okay? That's... My parents planned this lake vacation, and then my parents don't want to go on the lake. So we're like, all right, we're gonna have our own fun. We're gonna go rent a boat. And I don't know how boats are out here, but we tried to rent a boat, and it was $1 gajillion. So we opted to rent a jet ski instead.
Yeah, which, a jet ski is dope. Like for us, it looks like the Harley Davidson of the sea. We've seen the commercials where it's just some dude rolling on the back, just get some girl on the back, like, yeah, we're just kind of going around.
We take our jet ski down to go find the parties, because there's a big party channel and a bunch of girls on spring break. We're like, dude, we're gonna roll up in this jet ski, gonna get so many girls. Hey, you know what is not cool? 3 guys on the back of 1 jet ski. We roll up to this party just nuts to butt, just, hey, babe, do you want in here? Do you want to scooch? We'll scooch.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hey. All right, boys, let's get on out of here. Be careful, the water's a little choppy. Just, oh my God. Is that a roll of quarters? What is that? Thank you guys so much.